So chances are, if you haven't received a check from the stimulus package yet, you're probably not going to get a check. Stick around, find out why. In this video, we're going to be talking about the second round of stimulus checks. Also, stick around to the end. We're going to be answering the most asked question when it comes to the stimulus check. And we are starting right now. Up until 2009, when the government issued a stimulus relief package worth $831 billion, that was the largest stimulus package up until today. Now we've got the CARES Act, which was $1.8 trillion. If you're not familiar with the CARES Act, make sure you check out my card here where I talk a little bit more about it. To date, most Americans have already received a check if they qualified, and the government has already issued over $200 billion. This new bill, they're calling it the HEROES Act. It's also 1,815 pages long, and you could read all of it if you really want, but I scoured through it and I got a lot of information that I want to share with you. $300 million to policing streets, $25 million for rapid testing, $600 million for detecting, stopping, and preventing COVID-19, $500 million to help arrestees, detainees, $35 million for salaries, $78 million for salaries, $540 billion for salaries, $20 billion to Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, $20 billion to tribal governments, $250 billion divided by all states. And before we keep going, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe, click that bell. This way you're notified of any new content as it's published. $250 billion divided by all states based on the percentage of the population in those states. $250 billion again divided by all states. Well, really just $1 billion to each state, including the District of Columbia. And then $199 billion is divided amongst those states based on unemployment rates. $375 billion, $187 billion, $3.6 billion in election assistance. The bill also changed the amount of loans that are available for small businesses. It originally was $30 billion and now it's $75 billion. So as you can already tell, the new stimulus package that the House of Representatives voted on Friday, May 15th is a lot of money. It's actually $3 trillion, where the CARES Act was $1.8 trillion. This past Friday, May 15th, the House of Representatives passed their second stimulus relief package. So it needs to still go to the Senate for it to be approved. They passed it by a vote of 208 to 199. Now, the next step is for it to go to the Senate. The Senate has already said that we're not looking at it until after the Memorial Day holiday. So we won't really know any more updates about that until after Monday, May 25th. So on the 26th or during that week, we'll probably get some more updates on what's happening and if there is a second relief check coming. The check that has been proposed was $1,200, just like the original one, except in the original one, it was $500 for dependents, up to 3. If this bill gets passed, instead of it being $500, it's gonna be $1,200 per dependent. So if you have a family of 5, 2 adults, 3 kids, you could receive $6,000. And I know there's some of you out there that never received their original or first stimulus check. For those of you that didn't receive your stimulus check yet, the IRS is actually sending out debit cards this week, or they're at least starting to send them out this week. So you should look out for that. It's gonna cut the time down from 4 to 5 months on cutting checks to actually sending out debit cards. I'm not sure why debit cards are so much quicker than checks, but apparently they are. So if you haven't received your stimulus check yet, you might be getting a debit card. Now, I know I mentioned if you hadn't received a check yet, you're probably not gonna get a check, which is accurate based on what the IRS said, because they're sending debit cards. The IRS also said that they're gonna be making 3,500 IRS workers available to answer questions on the phone. Now, the number that the IRS has provided is 800-919-9835. I'm not sure if they're hiring 3,500 new people or if they have 3,500 people that they're just gonna have answer questions on the phone. Now, for you, I went ahead and I called the number to see if I could get through to let you know if it's worth your time. I tried calling to see if I could get through to a live human, and I was not able to. So I went through all the different phone prompts and I tried different avenues, but I could not get to a live human operator. So I'm not sure when those 3,500 workers are going to be answering phones, but it's not yet. You can give it a shot on the HEROES Act. Although it's passed in the House of Representatives, it still has to pass through the Senate. Dead on arrival. That is what the Senate said about any new bills that the House of Representatives would be pushing towards them. So there is no guarantee that there will be a second check yet. And then if it happens to pass through the Senate, it also has to be signed by the president. So we're not there yet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.
As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you smash that like button and leave a comment.